Yeah, I'm deep in thought today. Today's gonna be a deep day, y'all. We're gonna do some deep diving. Hello, all of my beautiful people. I am back. It's been a while that I've come on to actually talk. I've been doing other posts, but today I'm coming to talk about the relationship you have with yourself. You may think that you do not have a relationship with yourself, but you do. The number one relationship that is so essential in this life is the relationship that you have with God first and then yourself. And if your relationship is not strong with God, your relationship that you have with yourself will not be strong. But today I am just going to focus on the relationship that you have with yourself. It is so important to know yourself, know why you are who you are. And that goes into some starter questions that I have for you today. I have some starter questions and I want you to get your pen, your paper, and I want you to write these down. Or if you just simply want to pause and answer them while we're doing this, then that works out great as well. I only have 4 questions today, just 4 questions. So let's get started. So let's go. Why are you the way you are? Why are you the way you are? Why do you like what you like? Why do you not like what you don't like? Why do you go where you go? Why do you make the decisions you make in your life? So the main basic question I want you to kind of write down, elaborate with yourself is, why are you the way you are? Think about your childhood. Think about things that you went through. Think about the experiences that you had to deal with as a child, as a young adult, and as an adult. And write down those main experiences that have really impacted you to be the person you are today. And so that's the first step. Just think about why you are the way you are. Yes, let's go. Question 2. What are your likes and dislikes? So not just the surface things like what you like to eat, what you don't like to eat, but because we're talking about relationship, what are some things that get under your skin or irk you with people that you may have dated? You know, y'all say dating, I say interviewing. Think about that. Like, what are some dislikes? What are some things that you know, I do not like this? And what are some things that you're like, yes, these are some things that I really, really like? Write those down when it comes to having a relationship with someone else. Because then you can think about who you are based on what you like and what you don't like when you had to interview. So go ahead and do that. Question 3. What do you like about yourself? And what don't you like about yourself? So yeah, it's a twofold. What do you like about yourself? And what don't you like about yourself? There's always something that we love about ourselves, that we like about ourselves. And then there's always something that we're like, I know this is how I am, but I don't really like that that's how I am. What are some things? So jot that down, make a list. What do you like about yourself? And what don't you like about yourself? Or what do you dislike about yourself? I don't like the word don't. What do you dislike about yourself? Yeah, do that. Now, I want you to add the why to that question. Why do you like that about yourself? And why do you dislike that about yourself? Add the why. Why do you think that those are things you like and dislike? I absolutely love the next question. How do you treat yourself? How do you treat yourself? You may be asking me, why is she asking that as a question of reflection when it comes to the relationship I have with myself? Based on how you treat yourself is how much you can learn about yourself. So if I treat myself well, that means I love myself. I love certain things about myself. If I'm working on some things, it's because I love myself, right? How do you treat yourself? Do you treat yourself well? Do you respect yourself? Do you hold yourself accountable? Do you have boundaries that you have in your own personal your relationship, like just with you? It has nothing to do with anyone else. You're like, when I get this far, like, that's it. Like, how do you treat yourself? Food for thought.
Lady, go!
Now for the bomb question. I want you to go to a close friend or family member, someone you trust, someone you know that will be honest with you. And I want you to ask them, who you are when you're sad, when you're mad, when you're frustrated, when you seem depressed, or when you seem angry. Who are you during those times? What are the habits that they see? Who are you? And the reason why I'm making this my bomb question is because sometimes when we reflect and we look at ourselves, like everything on paper, we'll say all these great, wonderful things because we just think like we're great. And we are great. God has made us that we are great, wonderful, beautiful people. But there are some things we can't see about ourselves. And I think this goes for everyone. If you're really being honest, there's some things you do not see about yourself. And sometimes it takes someone close to you, your loved one, your family members, your close friend, whoever you feel that you can go to them about, who are you when you're mad? Who are you when you're upset? Who are you when you're sad, frustrated, angry? Who are you? Even like, some emotions that we don't always identify, like who are you when you feel like things aren't going your way? Because you may not be mad, angry, sad, depressed, frustrated, but who are you when you feel like things don't go your way? Who are you? And so ask someone who's close to you, and as they're answering those questions, as they're answering that question, I want you to write it down, jot it down, and see if any of the questions from 1 to 3, and then that bomb question I just gave, if any of them match, where you can kind of see like, yeah, I can see that that's how I am, or I can understand that that's who I am. And I would say even go further and ask them, do they feel that you love yourself? Do they feel that you treat yourself well? And go from there. I need you to be the best version of yourself. And the only way to get there is to look at you. Not anyone else, not the person to your right or to your left, but to look at you. I have been doing so much reflecting over the years, looking at me. Who am I? Do I love myself? Do I hold boundaries? How do I treat myself, right? I think that I don't care how established you are. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what your title is in your church. I don't care how accomplished you are. You want to continue to grow in a way that when you get old, that you can honestly say, I've done everything I could do to be the best version of myself. And the only way to get there is to reflect. And so I wanted to give you some starter questions. These are not all the questions, but these are starter questions. So listen, comment, like, subscribe if you haven't. Listen, click that and subscribe. You will not regret subscribing to this channel. It is like a one-stop shop. You get a little music, you get a little word from Word Man, my son. You get a little beauty tips. I review every product I use. Listen, you will not be upset. You will be pleased and happy that you have subscribed to this channel. So don't waste any time. Hit the button, and I will talk to everyone soon. Peace.